timeout. Decide not to use it. Curry, way downtown. Bang! Bang! Oh, what a shot from Curry!
He's in! Patriots win the Super Bowl! Brady has his fifth! 13! 13! Can you believe it?
Hey guys, welcome back to the Locker Room Podcast. I'm your host, the GOAT, joined by big fella, Lachie.
Hello. My goodness. Anyway,
I'm laughing because I've gone 7 minutes without realizing that I haven't recorded it. Anyway, we'll just summarize. Argentina scored 2 quick goals, 2 goals in 5 minutes. The GOAT
that way.
The GOAT got the penalty. It was a fucking banging penalty too. It was top bins.
Love that.
But no,
Harry Kane, take note.
The highlight was his assist that he did. We're going to agree on the baseline here now that we'll go with this discussion. The baseline, he turned.
Any soccer fans out there, please let us know if we're wrong. Which we
I'm a
probably
soccer
are.
fan, but I don't
not
go in
a
that
super
depth.
fan like that.
I don't go in that in depth.
No.
But no, it was definitely the highlight of the game, and he turned arguably the best defender in the World Cup so far inside out, even though I don't remember his name. And then just laid it on a plate. But we got Martin Tyler's commentary. I wanted to cry. Give us Peter Drury is what I'm saying. And we're back to where we left off.
Give us Rio Ferdinand any day of the week, I say. United legend. Shows a bit of passion.
Olo's at the wheel, man. Put that contract.
Oh, yeah.
Give him a pen.
Let's not talk about
that. But no.
Give him a pen with the checkbook.
Just write whatever number on it and however many years, and then he'll be out in a couple. Yeah,
correct.
But moving on to the next game, which is tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. Morocco, France. Now, I really don't want France to win the World Cup in general because we won't be doing another video until the World Cup final unless we do a recording of we're watching the World Cup final, which we very may well. But what are your thoughts on this game? Do you think France is just going to overpower them? Because I really hope Morocco do.
So do I.
Interesting stat. I'm fairly sure this is the right stat. Morocco haven't conceded a goal that hasn't been from their own player, I don't think, in the World Cup.
What's their own goals?
They've only scored own goals. Now, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure.
That'd be interesting.
That's pretty, like their defense is just unreal. Like Hakimi's covered the most yards.
Clearly. They're clearly so good. They're scoring goals to the fucking opposition.
They've only scored like 1 or 2.
Harry Maguire stats that.
They're keeping clean sheets though. That's my point. I'm just trying to find it now. They didn't concede against Portugal. They didn't concede against Spain. And we go back to the group games. God, I don't know how much.
I read a thing today about
they conceded 1 goal to Canada.
Absolutely going off.
And that was an own goal. Yeah, sorry, go on.
And I can't repeat what he said, but I forget what source what this came from. It was on Instagram or something, and about being benched, and he's like, start me on the pitch and we'll win or something. But there was a bit more meaning to it.
Yeah. Well,
like, oh boy,
his replacement did, score a hat
pretty well. Yeah.
But that stat is correct. They've only conceded 1 own goal this whole tournament.
Wow.
That's pretty impressive for a team that no one really thought.
They played Spain, Portugal,
Croatia.
Who else was in their group?
No, they didn't play Croatia.
Nah.
Who was in their group? I've just gone.
Well, either way, Portugal and Spain. That's impressive because they've got a good. They're a good outfit, both of those teams. So.
Well, yeah, just to make it out of that group, but like to not. They had Croatia and Belgium, and Canada.
Yeah.
So
that's
Belgium's
impressive.
a powerhouse, but
I
guess
some powerhouse. All right.
Usually, they flop at just competitions, but they got a stacked lineup.
Ridiculous.
How do you see this game going? I guess do you? They dominate.
I hope. Yeah, unfortunately, but I hope not. Morocco's probably had the best defense in the whole competition, and France have probably had the most high octane offense in the whole attack in the whole competition. So it's going to be who's going to be better than the other, really, obviously. But
Yeah.
it'll be interesting.
Morocco are going to have to be lucky, very lucky. And I hope they are. But hypothetically, look forward to a final of France-Argentina because it's more likely.
That'll be elite.
That's
two best teams aside from Brazil, like on paper.
Yeah.
Like Brazil shouldn't have. That was one of the biggest fails in the World Cup in a while. Like that's just horrible. Everyone had them picked to win it at like $3 or something.
It was down to like $2.20.
Literally. It'll be the best. The best two teams left would be if France won, obviously.
Yeah. I think it's interesting because obviously France knocked out Argentina last World Cup in the I think quarterfinals, and it was a unreal game. They had that Pavard goal. They got the goal of the tournament where he just swazzed it in. But I guess I find it interesting because Argentina's defense is tiny, and then you look at France, who's just renowned for having Giroud up top. Obviously, they got Mbappe too. Who would you pick in a final between them two?
Oh, mate, the United legend will have Giroud in his back pocket, 100%, 100%. But no, it'll be interesting. Like Giroud, he's a World Cup player. Like he always turns up. And Benzema went out, but they would have been like, that's all right. We've got like Giroud's a really, really good replacement to come in. So if France win this, it'll be like super impressive because of who they've got out. They got Pogba, Kante, Benzema. Like there was 6 or 7 players I was looking. I was like, fuck. Like would literally almost walk into their team and start.
Yeah,
it's cracked.
And that's the annoying thing because like no one really wants to see a team go back to back. But I think I saw a stat that like...
But they'd be the first team to do it in a long time.
Yeah. It's going to be a historic World Cup either way because it's either Messi's first, France the first team to go back-to-back in 60 years, or Morocco win the first for African nation, which is,
Because, like the last 3... France are the first team since like 2006 to not bail out in the group stage because it was like Spain, Germany, Italy. That all bailed out in the group stage after winning the World Cup the 4 years before that.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. Not bad.
Good on them, but like you can't knock that.
Yeah, not the group stage. They haven't won a knockout stage game. I think that's a stat.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah,
basically the same. But
you may as well not even been there. Not even been there. But if you're sharp, you'd rather your team not make the finals.
Exactly. It wouldn't be an episode without a cheap shot.
Fuck him. We'll get a message later.
So I want to know before we move off the World Cup, from a United supporter, is Messi the GOAT?
I would nearly have to say he is now because he's made it to... Is this his second World Cup final?
Yeah, he lost the first one to Germany in like
when they had that God squad.
Yeah, that whole team was ridiculous.
Oh, that German team was just cracked.
Super Mario, guess.
If Argentina win this, there's not a doubt.
Yeah,
not a doubt. Like it just puts it beyond anything. Even now, like making it to 2 World Cup finals, I still think that puts him in front of him. To be honest.
And I don't even find this Argentinian team that impressive. Like
they're really better teams. They're really not all that impressive.
They did lose to Saudi Arabia. Imagine putting money on them after that. Like
they're just a team. They are a legit team. They're not. That's where I think Brazil can sometimes come unstuck. They're too flashy, too individual. Yeah, it's But that, like, obviously, I'm not inside the walls. I wouldn't have a clue. But that's just what you get.
Superstars, or except not the drop-off side of things. It's like you got to comfort too many superstars or too many star players.
Yep.
Even though soccer's a bit different with how it works out, but it is interesting with all the egos.
Yep. Absolutely.
But
it'll be a good final.
Yeah. Who you got to win though? Before we leave,
Argentina.
I'm going Argentina too. Just hoping.
Let's hope so.
We'll do the few
Let's
Messi
hope
celebrations if we
Messi, 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 Messi.
Incada Messi or N'Golo Messi, if you want to say it like that. We'll use that as a segue to the NBA now.
Yep.
Since we've mentioned the Nets. No,
Messi the Nets.
I'm having a great time
love
right
it.
now.
Love
Now,
it.
today, big news came out about NBA awards being named.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I've got the list here. No, well, I did have it here. Yeah, it's here. Now, we did a video a long time ago doing this sort of thing, and we've got 2 of them right. So, I think your obvious one is Michael Jordan, the MVP trophy. Hakeem the Depoy trophy, which is I think they're the 2 that we got. Rookie of the year, which I don't really know how you can.
Was this Wilt?
Yeah, it's Wilt, but I don't know how you can give it to a specific player because it only happens once. It's not like you can win it multiple times.
That's interesting. Oh, imagine if they gave it to Ben Simmons or
yeah, that would have been funny. That's what I was thinking.
That'd be elite.
Well, Chet's going to win it next year, so.
There you go.
Sixth man of the year, John Havlicek, which obviously I didn't watch fucking basketball back then, but
mate, what about Jamal Crawford or
Lou Williams?
Lou Williams, oh mate, that's a stitch up.
I think that would have
greatest
been the
6 man
one.
ever.
Oh, I thought that would have been the obvious one, and
yeah, right. I never
George
thought.
Mike
I've seen it today, but I didn't think too much of it and didn't go through who it could have been.
Yeah, George Mikan got the most improved. And new clutch player trophy, player of the year, Jerry West. Now, they are literally making up trophies for Damian Lillard. You knew I was going to say it.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh,
imagine
mate,
if he didn't win it, though.
He should be named after him.
Yeah, I don't know why how do you judge, I guess, points in the final
Jerry West is pretty freaking impressive, but you can't give MJ every single award, can you?
Yeah. But I guess my point is how they're going to judge that throughout the year. Is it just
surprised they didn't give one to Kobe? Not going to lie.
Yeah. Well, they might give him the logo.
I thought he could have nearly had that one.
I reckon he would nearly get the logo. And that would be, if they did that, that'd be good. But I guess overall,
would it be his fadeaway?
I think there's a similar one of him just dribbling it, where the logo wouldn't have to change as much, where he's driving into traffic.
What's the point? What's the point if you're not changing it much? You might as well not change it at all.
I think the fade would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. But moving on. Not moving on, but what do you actually think of that? Because a lot of people don't know why they had to come out and make give names to the awards, and also they've changed the trophies, which
but did you see the theory behind the MVP? What they're doing with it? No. I'll have to send it to you because they're the diamond is everything to do with MJ's number. Like it's 23. The name badge on the front of it is 6-sided for the amount of chips he won. So there's little details in it which I find really, really, really cool. But yeah, I can see there's gonna be 2 sides to this story. Like the traditionalists are gonna be like, oh, you shouldn't change it. Like there's no point. And then there's gonna be people like, yeah, this is really, really cool. So either way, they were damned if they did, damned if they didn't anyway. So I don't mind it. You got to adapt with the times. Like I don't actually mind it.
In saying that, last year's MVP trophies and the trophies they gave out, that diamond crystal ball, that was dog shit.
Yeah,
I can. I still remember KD's MVP photos. I like those trophies, but I can see that they're a bit old fashioned and everything like
Whereas
that.
Whereas the Heisman for the best college football player, that's iconic. That's pretty.
It stays
literally. But yeah, I think it's cool what they've done. Bring it out, bring something new out, change with the times. I think it's not too bad, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I don't dislike it. I don't love it. Because I thought there would be a few changes. But I guess in saying that, what ones were you surprised by with the naming? Or I feel like it's hard for us to talk about John Havlicek and George Mikan and players like that when we didn't watch them play. But I feel like they got MVP right and Depoy right, even though people are arguing that Kareem got more MVPs than Jordan. But you couldn't have a trophy without Jordan. Like you couldn't have a Jordanless.
You could have him as the most clutch though. Like
Yeah.
I honestly think you could have had, but then people would kick up a stink because they wouldn't have been around back in that time to know how good he was. So,
and that's the thing. You just got a bunch of probably like people born in the 2000s that are coming out saying using the stats saying, heck, Kareem's got more MVPs than Jordan. How does this work? Well, it's like, bloody Wilt Chamberlain hasn't got more Rookie of the Years than anyone. So it's like,
literally.
But if you had to change some, and who would you change?
I'd go the sixth man.
Lou Will.
I'd have to. Yeah. Mate, he literally epitomizes that. Like that's literally, that's what I would do anyway. Sorry, I'm trying to find this friggin'.
The only reason I wouldn't think they would give him sixth man is because he didn't have like a success. Like they made the playoffs and stuff, but he didn't. Like he hasn't won a championship. Obviously, Havlicek probably won them. 4 or 5 or however many with that Celtics team. Yeah, but I see what you mean. Like as a sixth man, he was the best from what at least in our generation wise. Which is obviously not that long, but I feel like it's even hard to like if there was a current day player to be called one of these awards, like to be replaced, who would you do?
The current day player?
Any current day, any award that you would have to say, like, hypothetically, LeBron MVP instead of Jordan. But that's an example. That's not mine.
Depoy would be either Giannis or Kawhi.
Really?
What else? I would say so. Well, who else would you? Don't say Rudy Gobert because I will.
Well, he's won the most.
I will rain down on you like the fucking devil.
I wouldn't replace that. I would actually replace the most improved and put it as Giannis.
Oh, sorry. I thought you wanted me to go through like each one.
No. I'd just pick one.
Sorry. I was going to go through each one.
I'd go most improved.
May as well do that while we're going. That's be a pretty interesting talking point.
Well, MVP will go LeBron then because I think that. No, it has to be LeBron. It was either LeBron or Curry or something like that.
Yeah. Or no, KD's only like won 1 or 2, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's only won 1.
Yeah.
I'm sure. Depoy, I would say go there. As much as I hate to, just because he's won it several times. Just because he's won it.
It's all he does. Fucking shit.
But
I actually hate watching him. I cannot stand watching him. He sucks.
Rookie of the year, I feel like we have to go Paolo Banchero.
Yeah, look at the moment. Would absolutely piss it in.
6 man of the year's next. Benedict Mathurin. He's playing well for the Pacers.
Oh, are you talking like this year? No, like how long ago are you talking here? Like,
no, I'm talking this year. Because I would have thought it would have just made sense.
So we're literally like
no.
You mean like current players, but like rookies would obviously only be this year.
Yeah,
Paolo for sure. Yeah, sorry.
For the other,
I was trying to think of like the past rookies that won it over the last like 5 years or so.
No,
that's my bad.
You can do that if you want, but
no, I'm just Ben Simmons.
Go most improved now. Oh, sorry, 6 man. That's the next one.
6 man, Lou Will, absolutely.
He's not in the league. He's not
in the league, but Russell Westbrook.
Terrence Ross, he's a shout. He's always been pretty good.
That's not a bad shout.
Off the bench.
That's not a bad shout.
I'd go with Terrence Ross. Even like George Hill, like he's playing well. But he's starting at times, but he's just not flourish.
No, he has to
be a T Ross.
I'd say like the best in the it'd have to be Lou Will, the best in the last like 10 years, even more maybe.
Most improved, I would go Giannis.
Absolutely.
From what he came from, he looked like Poku, and then now he's that guy.
Yeah, and Poku, take notes, mate. Fucking get in the gym.
And the last one,
and just eat.
The new clutch player, I think it's pretty obvious.
Dame Lillard.
That it's SGA. Oh, okay.
Yeah, for 1 year, nice. Had one good year and you'd fucking name the award after him.
Just this one solemn year.
Fucking Jesus.
As we're talking about Lillard. We'll move off those awards now.
No, let's SGA, mate. What the hell? He's
We'll get there.
Cracked.
We've talked about Lillard, so we need to continue on with Lillard. He had 11 threes in the third quarter yesterday. They were up by 25.
Took him out of the fucking game.
They're up by 25. What do? Do you risk? Well, you're not risking really. Yes,
no.
You get injured, but
you let him just absolutely because then you know what would happen next. Steph and Clay would see this and be like, okay, we've got to beat this. Yeah. Next game, they come out and just go, dus.
Chuck up 20 shots.
It'd be unreal. I'd love it. Love it. Yeah. But no way I'd take him out of the game. If there's a record on the line.
Yeah.
There is not a chance. You just cannot do that as a coach.
Yeah.
You cannot. There is not a chance that I'd do that. If I was coaching back in the day with you guys and someone would keep if I knew there was a record in the thirds of goals scored or something, no way I would take them out of the game. I'd be like, everyone get up the field, leave him by himself, and let's see how many he can kick. Not a chance.
Yeah, it is a bit stiff. But
it wouldn't be you doing that, but it'd be someone.
Most points kicked, maybe, or out on the fools.
Yeah, correct. Or most golden fists.
Exactly right. Anyway, we'll talk about SGA just quickly because there is a conundrum going on with the All-Star game situation. Now, obviously, we've seen Chuck and all that say that he should start the All-Star game, and if not, fan voting should be scrapped. But in saying that, I couldn't agree more. I've seen a few people tweet. A couple of people tweeted at me when I tweeted that SGA should start. I guess, what do you think? Because he had a 42-point game just the other day against the Mavs. And the thing is, though, you've got Steph playing really well still. That could arguably start. You got Devin Booker, who was playing at relatively MVP level before he got injured.
SGA's been the most consistent by a country mile.
And that's the thing. Now you got Lillard coming really good. You got Ja Morant's there, but he's he hasn't had he's still playing.
He's been in and out injured a little bit.
But he's not.
SGA's been the most consistent. If he doesn't start, then the fan voting should just go out the door because it's absolute frog shit. Yeah. I watched him play on Monday. Who did you play on Monday when I watched him?
Mavs.
No.
Cavs.
Yes, it was. And, mate, he just looked I've never seen, he just looked so comfortable with what he was doing.
And it wasn't even one of his best games.
Nah, it wasn't. And the bad thing was Poku played well, but the bad thing was they went on a run, brought him back in, and it sort of it stunted them a bit because it was more ISO ball, him trying to it just sort of wrecked what got them back into the game. Yeah. So it was a bit of a tough one. Do you bring him back in or do you keep with that lineup and have a bit more movement and that sort of thing? But he's a great passer of the ball. He makes the right decision. He's a good player.
And that's the thing. I remember I rewatched that last quarter, and they did hold off until last. Usually they'll bring him in at the 7-minute mark or so, but they waited
4 minutes to go.
Yeah, 4 minutes to go.
Yeah.
So the coaching did try and hold off as long as possible.
Yeah, but then you've obviously got to bring your best player back in the last 4 minutes. Yeah.
We've got a couple. We'll touch on a quick couple things. The Nets are on a hot streak right now. They're fourth in the East.
Kyrie's balling.
Do you see them as a contender, or do you still think that they're
not yet?
I think if Simmons gets healthy,
for me, 100%.
It's all down to Simmons for me. It's all down to him because I know Kyrie's going to eventually do what he does. He'll get back to it, and KD's just going to do what KD does. If Simmons can get back to doing what he used to do, I think that team is. I think it's the third best team. Obviously, they're fourth, but them and the Cavs are the other two teams that are real contenders. What do you?
Yeah.
You agree?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely.
We won't talk about your Heat.
No, they're just fucked. But I'll tell you what, the Lakers are a bit. If they get, because they're rumored with Cam Reddish. Who else? There? Cam Reddish,
Bogdanovich.
Yeah. And there's one more. I think they're linked to three shooters.
Yeah,
Fournier. The third one
wouldn't be Fournier.
No, it wasn't Fournier. I can't remember the third one. But if they can get one of them, Because like Austin Reeves been
Sadiq
playing
Bey?
well. Don't know.
Because
I don't
that's
think
one thing
so.
that's annoyed me. Now that Cade's gone out injured, all Bogdanovic and Sadiq Bey are coming out like they've been offered up in trades because they're obviously not going to win much this year now, and they're just going to try and get
that's not a great injury either. Like having an operation on your shin, that's not.
That sounds horrible, but like,
but yeah, like at least the Lakers are like it's taken them so long to realize. Oh shit, we need shooters around these players. Huh? Who would have thought?
They're playing well though.
They are. Yep, they definitely are. Yeah, and it's because AD's born, and like you said earlier, they've worked out. Oh, Westbrook can play with Anthony Davis. He's a better Steven Adams.
Yeah.
Huh. Who would have thought? Gee. No, I know it's a bit of a kick in the teeth, but he's just more versatile.
You could have said kick in the nuts like Draymond Green.
No, that's what he deserves.
Well, just before we leave, we better touch on the New York Mids because they're the sixth in the East right now. They're playing a lot better. They're on
they're sixth in the East.
They're on a 4-game win streak. They're going to be in Sharpie's dream spot, which is not contending but not doing nothing. So if you're not going to win it, why be
may
there?
as well not even be there.
Yeah.
I watched them play on Monday when Randall went off in the first half when they were playing Sacramento.
He's looking
and then his dumb ass decided, I'll just go and start being really aggressive towards the referees and get fucking ejected.
He looked like 2 years ago, Randall, when he actually was proving his point.
And his 3-pointer looked really, really nice, and he just looked confident. And then he goes and gets ejected. Like, I thought they were done then. Once he was out of the game, I thought, they're going to lose this.
Him and Brunson can build. They just need RJ to do something. Like, RJ had a good game the other day.
They need their bigs not to get in foul trouble early. Like, that's what killed them. Like, Mitch got 2,000 the first, 4 minutes, and he was dominating on the boards. Like, that's the one thing, the one knock that you have on Sacramento is that they don't have any genuine big rebounders once Sabonis goes out.
Sabonis still gets 15 rebounds, and he's like, what? Yes,
and they didn't have De'Aaron Fox either. Like once Sabonis went off, they were fucking dog shit. They had nothing to do. Like they didn't know what was going on. Couldn't score. Couldn't rebound.
Well, we'll move on to NFL because we've only got 5 minutes. Oh God.
Right.
Patriots won, so we're still in contention.
Woohoo.
I guess we can cover off on all that sort of stuff, but the one topic other than fantasy, which I'll get onto in a sec, Brady, do you think next year, this is my suggestion, because I don't think the Buccaneers are going to do jack shit, sadly. Do you think maybe when Garoppolo gets shipped off out of 49ers, yes, they've got Trey Lance, but do you think the 49ers say, we'll take Brady for 1 year because Brady probably wants to go to 49ers as that's his childhood team. Do you think do you think that could happen? Do you feel like it's far-fetched? Do you think this is Brady's last year? Where do you stand on Brady, I guess?
If I haven't heard that, but I don't see why Brady couldn't do that.
Do you feel like
that'd be a good fit?
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. You look at that
great
lineup.
Oh, they're stacked.
But what would you think it'll be a smart move for the 49ers if they've got Trey Lance and they're trying to build with him?
Depends how he comes back.
Yeah.
Like it really does. If he's going to be out for half a year, then it could be good for him to learn under Brady, obviously. But yeah, it'd be if Brady wants to do that, it'd be who's he going to throw it to? Oh, McCaffrey, Deebo Samuel.
I don't think he retires.
No worries. If he goes to San Fran, there's no way he retires.
He won't.
You can play quarterback for another 3 years if you want to.
He won't start. He won't stay at Tampa. I don't think that O-line's fucking horrible.
They're done.
But yeah, their offensive line's just jack shit, and then their defense is not as good as what it used to be. But in saying that, I really feel sorry for Garoppolo because I really wanted him to take him to the Super Bowl.
And he probably would have too, to be honest.
Yeah, I honestly think he would have. And now he's just going to get shipped off. And I hope he doesn't go to a shit team. But
yeah. Well, what else is going? What's going to happen there?
We've got a few minutes
Unfortunately.
left, so we're going to touch on fantasy. We're in the playoffs now. First week of playoffs is coming up. I just defeated your dad, who was the number one seed, to get into the playoffs. Thank God. And I'm versing.
I won.
I'm versing. You didn't win.
No, I don't think.
Who have you got? You've got.
I finished third in the
Oh,
end. Starting off like a train.
You've got Brad. You got Brad in the first round.
Look out.
Wait, why does it say? Oh yeah, because they missed out. I've got Pats man. So the two Patriots people are versing each other. Are you projected to win? I'm projected.
I just changed my team then, but it sucks that I've still got I've had Cooper Cup and Waller on the bench for the last freaking hasn't been ideal.
Oh, I got Kyler Murray. How good? ACL, yeah, nice.
Yeah, no, that's not what you want.
No, but I need to
tag of a lot.
I need to look at Gabe Davis if I want to keep him in or not, because like my team's just I don't know who to take out. It says that I can get more points somewhere, but I'm just happy I'm here. I've paid more attention to this fantasy than NBA. I haven't checked NBA. I won't lie.
Neither have I. Because there's too much. There's too many games. You can't prepare. You don't know when. Whereas the NFL, at least you know when you've got to.
It's like
it's like NBA. There's just too much games. It's just fucking too much.
Hopefully during the AFL year we can get a couple of AFL.
Sharpie's probably still been checking it every single day, still making changes, and
hopefully when the AFL Supercoach comes around, we will get an AFL player on. Shouldn't be hard. We know a couple.
You wouldn't think so, would you?
Like Brad, but
Big Bradenson.
We'll get him on for an NFL preview. Don't worry. Well, thanks for joining us, Lachie. It was a bit of a rush one and a bit all over the place, but
no, didn't know that someone didn't start recording.
Yeah, 7 minutes could have gone. Yeah. Anyway,
he's clearly the GOAT according to the top.
Exactly right. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next week. Bye.